The sky cracked open just as the last lantern flickered out. Dewy light hummed from the opening, embracing the chapter house in delicate amber light. She wiped the sweat from her brow and rose from her knees. The blood rushed back to her feet, making her soles prickle. Steam rose from her, and her breath clouded the air. How many hours had she spent unweaving these spells? She'd lost herself in the struggle. The magic that guarded this place was ancient and forged with tongue and symbol so old their memory was all but lost. The language was foreign to her, and yet somehow familiar, calling upon memories not often visited. Each verse she discovered had to be understood before it could be undone. Her mind felt as if it trembled in her skull, exerted beyond what she ever thought was possible. She must have tried thousands of combinations, interpretations, and translations before the spell no one believed was here unravelled like a threadbare tapestry. She'd proved herself right. These past months spent in the library poring over dusty tomes had not been for naught. This heavenly mural did contain a gate. A gate to where? She did not know, but she would soon find out. There was no time to leave word, her magic too spent to risk even one spell to inform the others, whose efforts in the halls above concealed her efforts here below. She didn't know what magic she might need in these next moments. She couldn't squander this chance. There would not be another. They would know some event had occurred when she did not reappear at the toll of a residence bell. She stepped out of the casting circle, careful not to smudge any of the charcoal sigils she had drawn so carefully, and crossed through the humming gate. She shut her eyes tightly against the light that grew to a blinding glare. She felt herself fall, plummeting for a heartbeat. Her stomach lurched and stalled as her prickling feet stung at the contact with the ground. Her vision returned slowly. The blur gained focus and detail until her breath stilled in her chest. She could not fathom it. This could not be. She knew this place. She turned back from whence she came and saw no gate, only a lush meadow rolling off until it met the sky. She discarded the panic that formed in her gut and focused. One calming breath, and then reached out, extending her magic to the place the gate should be. Silence. A second calming breath. She spoke the words she had learnt through her hours of spell breaking in the chapter house. There it was. She found its song. The gate was there, with two spells before it, first to seal it, then conceal. She searched for the gate's anchor. A great stone sat in the grass. On its surface were carved the same symbols that now graced the ground in charcoal in the chapter house. She had not the power to open it, nor did she want to, not after all they had been through to give her even the chance to try. Not after the faith they'd put in her and her vision. She would stay here, rest, and investigate. Beyond her belief in the presence of a gate in the chapter house, she had no theory of the gate's intended purpose. This gate had no mark of intent within the making of the spell as she had expected. She looked down into the valley that should not exist. She was home.